Major changes to bank withdrawals in the UK. Crucial update for over 60s. Have you ever walked into your bank and felt like something had changed, even though nothing looked different at first glance? Maybe the teller asked extra questions, or the cash you needed wasn't as easy to access as before. You might have brushed it off as a one-off, but the truth is, the way we access money in the UK is shifting, and it's happening faster than most people realize. For those over 60, these changes could affect your daily life, your savings, and even the simple act of withdrawing cash. In this video, we're uncovering exactly what's happening, why banks are tightening withdrawals, and most importantly, how you can stay in control of your money and your independence in this new banking world. Have you ever walked into your local bank to withdraw a bit of cash for the week and suddenly felt like something was off? Maybe the teller asked more questions than usual, or perhaps the amount you wanted wasn't as straightforward to access as it used to be. If this has ever happened to you, you're not imagining things. Significant changes are coming to the way bank withdrawals work across the UK, and these changes will affect millions of people, especially those over the age of 60. This isn't meant to alarm anyone. It's about staying prepared, informed, and in control of your finances, because understanding these changes now could save you a lot of stress in the future. Many people still don't realize what's about to shift, or how it could impact their access to their own money when they need it most. That's why in this video, we're going to break it all down in clear, simple terms. No complicated banking jargon, no confusing technical talk, just plain practical advice to help you stay in control. You'll learn why banks are tightening cash withdrawals, who is most affected, and what steps you can take today to safeguard your access to money. So, what's really driving these changes? Over the past several years, the banking world in the UK has been undergoing a quiet revolution. Banks are moving toward digital systems, reducing the amount of physical cash they handle, and introducing more stringent security measures. They argue that these changes are designed to protect customers from fraud and scams, especially older customers, who are statistically more vulnerable. And while fraud prevention is absolutely important, the reality is that these updates can sometimes make it harder for ordinary people to access their own money without unnecessary delays or extra steps. Imagine walking into your bank to withdraw £1,000 for urgent home repairs or to buy a gift for a loved one and being told you need prior notice or that your withdrawal will require managerial approval. For many, it's a jarring change, and it's catching people off guard. The shift away from cash in branches is very real. Across the UK, many banks have reduced teller staff, shortened banking hours, or even closed entire branches in smaller towns. ATMs are changing too. Some are being removed, while others are being upgraded with limits on daily withdrawals. These developments are part of a broader digital modernization effort, but they mean that if you rely on cash, the convenience you once took for granted may no longer be there. Government intervention has introduced new cash access protection laws to ensure people still have reasonable access points for withdrawals, which is reassuring, but the experience of withdrawing cash may feel different from what it once did. For people over 60, these changes can feel especially disruptive. Many of us have spent decades banking face-to-face, trusting the same tellers and methods year after year. Suddenly having to navigate new digital systems, heightened ID checks, or automated monitoring of large transactions can feel invasive or even frustrating. Banks may ask questions like, "What's the money for?" or "Do you feel pressured to take it out?" While these are intended to protect customers from scams, they can sometimes feel intrusive, especially when you're just trying to access your own money. The human trust between customer and bank is being replaced with algorithms and automated flags. It's not only branch banking that's changing. Digital-only banks, those with no physical locations, are becoming more common. They promise convenience and simplicity, but they also come with new challenges. If something goes wrong, there's no branch to walk into. You're dealing with chatbots, phone lines, and long waits. That can feel unnerving, particularly when it comes to your pension payments or emergency funds. The key is balance. If you're open to online banking, start small, check your balance online, set up alerts for deposits, or make minor transfers digitally. Gradually, building confidence can make the transition smoother, while still keeping your independence intact. And remember, there are free community courses and library sessions designed to help older adults navigate digital banking safely. Privacy is another area to consider. Every withdrawal, deposit, and transfer is now being logged and analyzed digitally. Banks flag patterns that seem unusual, which is good for fraud prevention. But what seems unusual to a bank might be completely normal for you. Maybe you withdraw a larger sum before Christmas, or you like to keep a small amount of cash at home for emergencies. These perfectly normal activities could trigger automatic checks, causing delays or extra questions. The simplest protection is communication. Let your bank know ahead of time if you plan a larger withdrawal, and check regularly if withdrawal limits have changed. These small steps can save a lot of frustration. Another consideration is the rise of incentives for using cards instead of cash. Banks promote this as convenience or security, but it's also part of a broader push toward a cashless society. While going cashless has advantages, it also reduces some control. Digital payments are traceable, and technical issues or outages can temporarily block access to your money. For that reason, keeping a small emergency stash of cash at home is a sensible precaution. It's not about hoarding, but about preserving freedom and independence. It's completely understandable if you feel uneasy about these changes. Many over 60s I speak to express concern about feeling judged for wanting to use cash, or feeling left behind as younger staff handle banking digitally. But remember, your decades of responsible banking matter, and you deserve to continue managing your money in the way that works best for you. Being informed is your strongest defense. By knowing what's changing, why it's happening, and what options you have, you maintain the power to make decisions on your terms. You can stick with traditional banking, explore a mix of digital tools, or find providers that value personal service. Over the next year, banking rules around withdrawals will likely continue to evolve, especially with fraud prevention remaining a top priority. While more in-person services may reduce, the government guarantees that cash remains a legal payment method. No matter how digital banking becomes, your right to access cash will persist, and knowing that can offer real peace of mind. The message is simple. These changes are not meant to scare you. They exist to protect and empower you. Ask questions, stay engaged with your bank, and never feel pressured into methods that make you uncomfortable. If this video has helped you feel more informed and confident, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people discover this crucial information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'll continue sharing updates on banking changes, tips to avoid scams, and advice on managing your pension safely. Remember, your money is your choice and your peace of mind matters. Remember, knowledge is your best defense. The banking world may be evolving rapidly, but that doesn't mean you have to feel left behind or powerless. By staying informed, asking the right questions, and keeping a small cash reserve, you can navigate these changes confidently. The key is to be proactive rather than reactive. Anticipate what's coming, understand your options, and make decisions that protect both your money and your peace of mind. You've worked hard for your savings, and it's completely reasonable to expect the banking system to respect that. Finally, don't underestimate the value of community and support. Talk to friends, family, or neighbors about how they manage their banking, share tips, and learn together. Whether it's joining a local workshop on digital banking, visiting your branch regularly, or simply keeping notes of withdrawal limits and rules, small actions can make a big difference. The future of banking may be changing, but with preparation, patience, and the right information, you can continue to enjoy financial independence safely and confidently. Your money, your control, and your peace of mind are what matter most. Never let anyone take that away from you.